Sorry about that. I wasn't quite finished, but I had to check on the status of my toe. But anyways, so the thing that I need to reiterate, and I reiterate this 1,000 times, is that we must not allow what Satan does and what his dark, we'll say his dark side, the demons and the people that cooperate with him. What we must not allow that to do is to allow it to stop, or it may make you stumble. Don't get me wrong, because I have stumbled quite a few times. I'm still stumbling. But we can't allow it to stop us. We can't allow it to take from us the ambition, the drive to push on and to do God's work. Believe you me, it's hard. It is very, very hard. I'm facing, every time I turn around, I got another problem. Excuse me, that's the absolute truth. I got a battery that I can't afford to replace right this moment. I'ma just keep getting a jump every time I turn around. It's all right. Excuse me. I got a job that I'm not particularly happy at, but you know, I need a job, so I'm gonna keep on working it until the time comes that I can move on. It's okay. It is. It's okay. God has a plan for every last one of us, including myself. And the things that I'm going through, I've come to understand, are building blocks for for who I am. Just as what I used to do, you know, me being a wretched human being that I used to be, you know, those are all building blocks, character building blocks. Builds character when you're able to face him smack you in the face, and you smile and say, "I love you." It is a wonderful, wonderful thing when you're able to say, "I love you," and keep on walking, marching, walking, moving, because that's what we do. Like I said before, I'm not used to be a fighter. Used to like to fight, you know. I'm also a prior service Marine. Got action time, you know. So, and I'm not boasting or anything. I give you my word on that. I'm not a boaster anymore. I'm simply stating the fact. And I've been there and I've done that. And I don't do it anymore. And if God calls me to ball up my fists in battle, then that's a different story. But, excuse me, other than that, even when that happens, he's already won the fight for you. 9 times out of 10, usually 10 out of 10. Every now and again, you know, you might actually have to do something. But, excuse me, 10 out of 10 on a normal basis, you don't have to even ball up your fist, because God has already done so. He has already balled up his fist and smashed his and your enemy. Because when you're a child of God, when you have an enemy, the part that a lot of us forget, including myself sometimes, the part that we forget is that everyone that's an enemy of yours is the enemy of God's. So when they come before you to destroy you, they're coming before God to destroy him. And you can't do that. So it is a losing battle. It's a battle that's already been won by God. So there's no reason to ball up your fist. There's no reason to do anything other than live your life. Do as his word says. And love thy neighbor as you love yourself. Love God first. Love yourself. Love your neighbor. And everything else, God, he got it. He got it. You ain't got to worry about it. He totally got it. You know, I struggle just like everybody else. You know, I love each and every person out there, whether I know you or not. I ain't got to know you to love you. A lot of people feel like, you know, if I don't know you, how can I love you? Well, love is a universal thing. You know, I can love, I can love a tree. You know, I can love an ant. I can love my car. You know, I don't love inanimate objects, but I'm just using that as an example. You know, I love my father, and I would give my life to serve him, and will give my life to serve him. When you've reached that point, even in the weakness of your flesh, he will take you to a whole different level. He will show you things that you never even thought existed. He will take you and love you in a way that no man, woman, or child could ever come close to. Because he is the author of love. So it's elementary. You want to know how to love? Go to the one who created it. You want to know how to be successful doing the right things? Go to the one who created it. You want to do what's right and peaceful. Go to the one who created peace. You want to break the chains of oppression. You want to knock down the walls of darkness. Then go to the one who created all things, good and bad. The darkness was only allowed to exist so he could show you the light. Because the truth of the matter is, if there was only light, that's all you would know. And you would take it for granted, because that's all you would know. But if there's even a hint of darkness, then you see the difference. There has to be a comparison. Because that's how small and minute our minds are. So he had to break things down so we could understand. A lot of people question why God would do this and why God would do that. Well, he does it so we, as a people, can understand and know what's really going on and who he really is and how powerful and loving he is. Because if you didn't know hate, then you would know nothing but love. But you would take that love for granted because that's all you know. That's all you know. You know the love. You expect it to be there. And there are a lot of people in this world that are like that. They have money. They expect their money to be there. They expect their servants to serve them. But they've never been poor. So they don't have an appreciation for their money, for their cars, for their house. They're not appreciative of those things because they don't know what the other side is. So when you're not appreciative of God's generosity and his love, then he needs to take it away for a small amount of time so you'll see what it is without those things. That way, you will appreciate who God is. And then you can truly give him his praise. Give him his praise and love him as he should be loved. That is all he requires. That is all he wants. He don't want you to give up your soul and your humanity, and he don't want you to give up nothing. He wants you to love him as he loves you. He gave his only begotten son, the only son that came straight from God, straight to the world. Period. Basically, if you want to break it down, you can say he gave us another Adam and named him Jesus. Because Adam was never begot from a wound. Adam was made from the dust of the earth and he breathed air into his body and gave his spirit that body, and Adam rose off the ground. So there's a difference from being born from the womb and then truly be born straight from God. So he gave the only son that was truly worthy to be praised away to you and me for us to destroy him, or at least attempt to, so we could see who he really is. Now, what parent is willing to hand their child over to Satan himself and allow Satan to destroy him, just so you could bring him back and show the world who the great I am is? I guarantee you ain't nobody out there willing to do it. Again, this is me, Joseph Kennedy. I love you as much as I love myself. I love my Father even more. God loves you, and so do I.